So with STEKOM University, the university through the Department of International Relations and Partnerships, it's grounded on the strategic thrust 4 on linkages, partnerships, and internationalization. So the partnerships and the engagement that we are having with STEKOM University is actually towards positioning the university in establishing and strengthening its strategic local, regional, and international partnerships and collaborations in respect to teaching and learning. As the university, we also pride ourselves in community engagement in line with strategic thrust 4, as well as research and innovation towards contributing significantly in enhancing the quality of our academic projects, including producing graduates who are well equipped and who are competitive globally. So it is also imperative through these linkages and partnerships and internationalization, we position ourselves as a precondition to attain the highest possible academic ranking within and outside the borders of South Africa and also the African continent at large. So through these partnerships, the university is positioning itself after it's challenging itself to strengthen its international profile and visibility, as well as to promote reciprocal scholarly partnerships that are characterized by international research projects and programs. So such a program as this with STEKOM University is also positioning the university in attaining this strategic thrust. So for instance, we had a cultural exchange with STEKOM University in August, where our students and those from STEKOM, they exchanged their views and participated in terms of their cultural initiatives. And also yesterday, Dr. Nkondo also provided a lecture on introduction to marketing. And I believe today Dr. Kashane will be also delivering a presentation on human resource management. So we are also in the process of finalizing the memorandum of understanding with the University of STEKOM. So I believe the process, the memorandum of understanding and engagements are in the process, and soon we would have attained it. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to hand over all this time to Dr. Nkondo to give us an opening and welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Students and staff members from STEKOM University, students from the University of Venda and colleagues, thank you very much for coming. Mr. Alvianto, we appreciate the fact that you have come to give a lecture to our students. We have 12 students who have registered for strategic management. Some of them are struggling to connect, but I believe they'll join us later. Most of them have joined now. Most of them have joined. You can go ahead. Thank you very much, Mr. Mikioni.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Doctor. So in terms of my program here, there are some introductions from individuals. So I will just give you colleagues just in 5 minutes. You just open your mic and introduce yourself in 5 minutes before I hand over all this time to Dr. Alvianto. Thank you.
Should I also introduce myself?
Yes, yes.
Oh. I'm Nkonda Livoani, a senior lecturer in the Department of Business Management and a coordinator for entrepreneurship activities. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nkondo. Another one. I'm seeing. Forgive me when I pronounce your names incorrectly. I'm still learning. Can I also have the introduction from Achirao? Then after that, Idayati, then Makuba. In that order, may we just introduce ourselves? Okay, I believe some colleagues may be having some challenges with their networks, but I'm Enwe Mikiona. I've introduced myself already, and I'm the coordinator of Univen Entrepreneur Programs, and I'll be your MC. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to bend the rules a bit and skip this part of introducing ourselves, and I'll hand over all this time to Dr. Alvianto. Doctor, the time is all yours. Thank you.
Belum. Nggak masuk kan, Pak? Ini. Suaranya nggak masuk, Pak. Mic-nya sudah dicek? Nggak masuk.
Nggak ada suaranya, Mas.
Dr. Alvianto, I'm not hearing you on my side. I don't know if other colleagues, you are hearing him.
No, I don't think he has started. I think he's fixing some problems.
Okay. All right.
Cek suara, Mbak. Tes. Pak Sol.
Okay, I'm sorry for this problem. Now you can hear my audio. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you, Doctor.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry for this technical problem. Okay, I want to share my PPT. Can you see my PPT?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So let me introduce myself. Hello, everyone. Good morning from for Africa, and good afternoon from Indonesia. So my name is Wibi Alvianto. I'm lecturer of graphic design in STEKOM University, and I'm very appreciate for this
I'm
event.
sorry, Pak Wibi. Your
Yes,
PPT.
loh, udah kelihatan katanya.
Ini tayangan yang di kolam
Kolam.
wallpaper.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Okay. Now you can see my PPT.
Okay, I see.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now I want to share my material about management strategic. I think this is very important for us today. Okay, we know about strategic in business. In Indonesia, we have many business about culinary, about maybe product, and we always need strategic for uh, something new in grow up your product and your business. So this is by definition strategic management. According to Fred R. David, is strategic management is the art and knowledge of formulating, implementing, and evaluating cross-functional decisions that enable an organization to achieve its objective. Strategic management, according to Hanger and Whelan, is a series of managerial decisions and action that determine the company's performance in the long term. Now, according to Pierce and Robinson, strategic management is defined a set of decisions and action which result in the formulation and implementation of the plan designed to achieve company goals. Strategic management is the process of planning, implementing, and controlling an organization strategy, and also determining the mission and goals of the company or organization in relation to its external environment. The relevance of Mensra for organization prior to the 1970, managers made long-range planning relying on the assumption that the futures would always be better, so that future planning was simply an extension of what had been done in the past. Environmental change and shocks such as the energy crisis, industrial degradation, technology acceleration, increasing global competition make planning must change. This condition forced managers to develop a systematic approach to environmental analysis, both internal and external. So, about a survey of business owners in the United States found that 16 of business have adapted their strategy or have strategy planning. Of this, 89% said their plan was effective. The data shows that companies that have adapted strategic management system have higher financial income. Currently, Mensa is not only used for profit business organization, but also government agencies, private sector, education, hospitals, and other non-profit organizations. There's 8 steps in the strategic management process. I think this is very important about you want to apply your strategic in your business. So first, you need to identification of vision and mission, organization goals. What your vision, what your mission. Vision is a series of work in which there are dreams, ideals or core values of an institution and organization. It can be said that the vision is the future goals and of an organization or institution. It contains the thought that were in the mind of the founders. Those thoughts are a picture of the future the organization want to achieve. That's very important to you know what you achieve in your business. There's also the view that the vision is a certain view of the direction of the management of the institution. This will determine where the institution concept will be taken in the future. So you need to know what your concern in the future, what your concern about your product, about your business in the future. If you know, you can place, you have place in the future. Now you need to know about your vision. That's the first important about strategic management process. And the existence of the vision is influenced by a view that to achieve success, an organization or institution must have a clear direction. The summary of the definition of the vision is as follows. First, vision is a reading in which there is a statement of the ideals of an agency or institution in the future. Second, vision is a short term. It's a short form of reading in which there is a clear statement and becomes the direction of a company or organization. Third, vision has an understanding of an idea that is contained in the form of reading about the special or main goals of an organization or your agency. There is about a vision. Now we want to talk about mission. There's a different about vision and you need to know. After you knowing the meaning of the vision, then now you will be invited to know what is meant by the mission. If it has been revealed that the vision is the main goal of direction, yeah, you need to know about this. Is the main goal of direction. So it can be said that the mission is a process or stage that should be paced by an institution or agency, organization with the aim of achieving that vision. In addition, the mission can also be interpreted as a description or purpose of why an agency or organization exists in the community. So in the short word, you need to uh, know about vision, and you plan your vision in your agency or in your organization, and that's a process. We have a goal about what your goal in the business. Yeah. Process is a vision, and mission is the goal. So this is uh, you need to know about vision and mission, and you can place and you can uh, have this in your organization or in your agency. There also those who state the mission is the elaboration of a vision. If the vision is only written in short sentence, then the mission will describe the vision in a few wider sentence so that people who read it will find it easier to get a complete understanding, so it can be consoled. The mission is first a description of the vision, be it the vision of the institution, organization, or agency. That's the first. And second, mission is a step or states that must be passed by the relevant institution in order to achieve the main vision. And the last, the mission is the step that to need to be taken to be able to stimulate the achievement written in the main mission. So this is you can see the strategic management process. So this is the way you can have a strategic management process. First, you need environmental analysis, and to above, you need to set the vision. We talk about vision and mission, and you can setting goals, strategy, work program, strategy implementation, evaluation, and the last is monitoring. And that's all this you can prepare if it necessary, right? And now, strategic management process, goal setting. First, you create organizational structure. And second, the way you need to quality police, you get a target, KPI, and KPI distribution to structure. And the last, create a job desk and works SOP. That is strategy metric. You can uh, you can create like this, for you need to know how your process in your organization on your agency. So you know about anything about downgrade or upgrade. You know about anything you have about quality policy. You can see this is I read improve companies financial condition. Second, increase customer satisfaction and market share. Business quality improvement, improving the quality of human resource and their welfare. Now, in this metric, in this table, you can know how KPI, work program, your budget, and timeline. Yeah. Example, we have increase customer satisfaction and market share. We need to know about grow up your organization. We need to know how customer like or don't like your product. You can build atau or make KPI.
Mana nu kacamataku boleh di mobil dulu nak?
Yeah.
Memang air ki.
Okay. You need to create KPI to know what your organization need or your organization have upgrade or downgrade. So about work program, you need to know about your program in your organization. You need to list 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. Maybe you have any program you can list in this work program, and until now you can know about how the program is success or not. And that program, I think, have need the budget. You need to budget that's every program, because if you don't need if you don't budgeting your program, I think that's not good, because every program need a budget, because your program need to grow up. So budgeting is very important for your program, because we don't know about this program success or not. And timeline. About timeline, how you need time to deliver, to make a success, or to make success your program. Maybe I think 1 week, 1 month, or 1 year. You need to set timeline any path. Now, identify vision and mission. So remember, I talked about vision and mission. It's very important. And this is a short word about vision. Vision, what we believe we can be, or what we believe we can achieve in your dream, in your future dream, in your organization or agency. And what is mission? In short word, mission is what we believe we can do. So, in second, we need to know environmental analysis. We have internal environment, threats, and weakness, and external environments, opportunities, and threats. Well, about internal environment, we have threats. It's a possible internal aspect of the organization. It's a threat. This is very important. For example, work ethic, hard work of employees or staff, human resource who have the capacity, and governance. Among implementation of Mentex leadership, their performance is indicator that agree by all levels. Second, it's about weaknesses. It's a negative aspect internal to the organization. For example, non-clear communication system and or products within the organization, not clear to proxy. The mechanism of the decision-making process is not clear. Okay, threats is an internal factor that can be used to move future organization, and as threats will only be excellence, competitive for an organization when those threats are related to surrounding environment. For example, is that power needed or can it be affect the surrounding environment? Not all powers possessed by an organization or institution must be developed because something threat is not that important when viewed from wider environment. The opposite the opposite of threat is weakness. Not all weakness of the organization or institution must be considered, especially for things that no effect on the surrounding environment. And now we talk about external environment. We have opportunity and threats. Opportunity are a positive and external aspect toward the organization. For example, policies aligned with the center, grant, district government subsidies, operational cooperation with other institutions, availability, source of labor. And opportunity is one, law if it has little appeal and benefit, and the chance of achieving it are also small. Second, medium for opportunity if it has attractiveness and benefits large but the chance of achievement are small or vice versa. Third, high opportunity if it has high attractiveness and benefits and the chance of achieving it are also great traits. External negative aspect to the organization, threat is anything to occurs as a result of development tendencies or competition and cannot be avoided. Threats can also be seen from the level of severity, the effect, seriousness, and possibility, occurrence, probability of occurrence. Threats can be categorized. First, the main threat is the threat with a high probability of occurrence and big impact. For this major threat, several contingency planning that must be done by the institution to anticipate. Low threat is a threat whose impact is small and likely small occurrence. Third, moderate threat in the form of a combination of higher severity but low probability of occurrence and vice versa. So you need to setting goals like this. You you can setting goals for suitable, feasible, achievable, flexible, motivating, understandable, linkable, measurable. Four, develop strategy. The process of building strategies and policies into activities through the development of program, statement of activities or steps needed to achieve a plan, budget, statement of company program in money. In Indonesia, we have rupiah. And procedure, a system consisting of step or continuous techniques that describe in detail how to carry out the particular task. Five, we need to evaluate our control. The process of monitoring the company's activities and the result of a performance so that actual performance can be compared with the desired performance. So I think about strategic management. We need prepare everything in our organization or institution, because if you don't prepare, like I said, you cannot to have goals. What your goals and what your goals in the future? You need to prepare about your identify your vision and mission. What your vision and mission? You need first to know about your vision and mission, because there there's a part in your business. I think that vision and mission is very important. And second, environmental analysis. You need to know about internal environment, strength and weakness, external environment, what your opportunities and threats. And you need to setting goals, because this is not easy. You need to apply these 9 goals if you want to achieve something in your business. And 4, you need to develop strategy. And the last, I think this is everyone to know, you need to control, you need to evaluate your organization, your program, anything what you create in your organization. If we know about 5 things about strategic management, I think you can success in your organization, in your institution. So thank you. This is my presentation. Thank you, everyone. I hope you can have something from my presentation. Okay, thank you, Mr.
Thank you so much, Dr. Alvianto, for such an enlightening lecture on strategic management. Colleagues, it's now time for us to have a discussion. If you have comments, questions, Dr. Alvianto is still with us so that he can attend to some of the questions that you might be having, or you might be having a comment. Please feel free to engage. This moment is for all of us to discuss. So if you have something to say, just raise up your hand and I'll acknowledge you. Thank you.
Mikioni, there are questions on the chat.
Permisi, Pak Wibi. Stop screen, Pak.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm seeing the questions. There is the question from Novita. Dr. Alvianto, are you seeing that question from Novita?
Yes, I see
Okay.
this question.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, give me time.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we have two questions from Novita. Thank you for your question. That's a very interesting question for me. Okay, first question, in my opinion, in the long term, what will be the impact if a company does not apply the concept of strategic management? Okay. Okay, management in organization can be called strategic management. This can be said as a concept for making decisions in your business. For example, calculating how much the estimate amount of production is, when production is carried out, to which part of the goods are distributed, how the delivery model, and so on. The clearest goal is of course for better effectiveness and efficiency. But unfortunately, many business people don't really understand how to play strategic management, so they often fail to function in business. Here some of I think here are some of the impacts of companies that do not implement management strategy. First, you can have maximal resource in the organization. Second, goal focus is not clear. You don't know what your goals, what your achievement you want. You're not focused. That's blur. That's not clear. Third, have less strong competitiveness. Yeah, that's actually you're not strong in every competitiveness in your area. Four, cannot minimize risk. That's a very important. You have a risk to big risk if you not implement management. That's not good. Okay. And five, business profit are not processed optimally. There are five if you do not implement management for me. Okay. Second question. Why is there an understanding of strategy for companies to face competition in business? Business competition is one of main risks that must be faced by entrepreneurs. Why did it happen? Although there are many companies operating in the same field today, there is a great interest in operating companies. Certainly, this cannot be avoided and prevent the situation, because creativity and innovation also continue to develop. Apart from operating someone in the same field, same things can also give rise to commercial competition. For example, businesses previously could not create products or services that better meet consumer needs. Competitors arise because they find a gap in entering the market and creating a product or service that is superior to the previous product and, of course, can better meet consumer needs. Fear from the business side. Consumers currently have enough power so that many traders are vying for their attention. So they will not refuse. In addition, business competition can be caused by the wrong location. What does that have to do with location? Place of business is important for running your business. Its strategic location can make it easier for business people to sell or promote their products or services. Even a strategic geographic location can attract a lot of customers. So you need to place your product on your organization. I don't know, your product is for children, adult, but you need to locate your product in strategic located geographical location. Can attract a lot of consumers. Therefore, if some merchant experience an error in choosing a location, of course, other trader can use it to open a similar company in a suitable location and maintaining a closer distance with consumers. Because consumer will definitely choose a location that is easily accessible. Thank you. That's my answer, Ms. Novita.
Thank you so much, Doctor, for the answer. And I believe even Novita has also indicated the gratitudes, indicating that she's satisfied with the answer. Colleagues, is there anyone else with a question or a comment before we close? Okay, there's a question again from Wycliffe Mashita, Dr. Alvianto, in the chat box, where he's saying, is it possible that strategies can fail to benefit business? If yes, what can be the causes of business failure? Dr. Alvianto, I think your mic is muted.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Wycliffe Masita. Thank you for your question. Give a minute. Okay, I want to answer a question from Mr. Wycliffe Masita. It is possible that strategies can fail to benefit business. Yes, that's possible. If yes, what can be the causes of failure? Okay. We know about we know that's but we done to make strategic management in our business, but that's not give true. It's your business can be success. Yeah, we need consistent to place this management strategy. So this is a common cause of business failure for me. Maybe you can choose a business that is not very profitable. Even if the business you run generates a lot of activity, the profits will not cover your operating costs or what is needed to keep your company running. Second, for me, insufficient cash reserves. If the company does not have enough cash to get through the first half year before the business starts to make money, then the prospect of the companies will not good. So you keep your business operating costs and personal costs into account when determining.
Dr. Alvianto, sorry, I think your mic is muted again now.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. So I want to answer a question from Mr. Wycliffe Masita. Is it possible to strategies can fail to benefit business? Yes, that's possible. If yes, what can be the cause of failure? We know about management strategies, not just only we need focus in your strategies, but you need to consistent in your business, and you need to know about market, and you need to know about what your product in your market is exists or not. If you want to success in your market, you need to know about your product in your market, it exists or not. So this is I think how if we done to management strategies is okay, and we commit, and then we fail. That's for me. I think maybe you choose a business that is not very profitable. Even if the business you run generates a lot of activity, the profits will not cover your operating costs or what is needed to keep your company running. Second, insufficient cash resource. That's a very important. You need to know about your cash. If the company does not have enough cash to get through the first half year before the business starts to make money, then the prospect of the company will not be good. Keep your business operating costs and personal costs into account when determining how much money you need. Okay, third, you fail to understand the market. Companies should be able to clearly identify who their customers are in a sentence or two. How to achieve it? Is the product or service seasonal? What to do in the off-season? Perhaps loyal current potential consumer. Do customers keep coming back, or do they just buy? Does it take a long time to close a sale, or are customers triggered by impulse buying? You need to answer that question. This. Okay. Four. You need to incorrectly setting the price for a product or service. The company must determine the pricing strategy by being the cheapest or being the best. If the company tries to both, it will surely fail. 5. This is about cash flow. You need to know about this. Maybe you fail to anticipate cash flow appropriately. When a company is just starting its business, provider want fast payment. A supplier of raw material. If the company sells product or on credit, the time between making the sale and payment called demand. Make proper cash flow withdrawals if the company does not want to fail its business. Okay, the last. Maybe you failing to anticipate your competition, technology, or other change in the marketplace. It is very dangerous to assume that what has been done in the past will always work. Identify factors that can accelerate success. For example, does the company do things the same way despite new change in time still evolving over time? What innovations are made by competitors? What new technologies are available? Are you open to new ideas? Companies that fail to recognize that question and up becoming pounds the competition. Thank you. That's my answer, Mr. Vice President Masita.
Thank you so much, Dr. Alvianto, for the response. And thank you, Mashita, for the question. Colleagues, is there anyone else with a question or a comment before I move on to the next item? You're also allowed to raise your hand and ask the question. Okay, I believe we are no longer having any further questions. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to thank Dr. Alvianto for such insightful lecture on strategic management. I believe and I'm confident that it has brought about a new perception and way of doing things amongst our students. It was indeed insightful. So initially, ladies and gentlemen, as I had indicated earlier on, that such partnerships with STEKOM University, they are towards ensuring that we also enhance our knowledge base. We also provide the university positioning it to be globally competitive, and also ensuring that we enhance our global visibility. So I believe such engagements and partnership with STEKOM University, they are ensuring that. And Dr. Alvianto, your initiative is also contributing to the realization of such a strategic thrust. So thank you so much for taking your time lecturing us on strategic management. And colleagues, thank you so much for also taking your time to log in. I believe we are having colleagues from different facets of the continent, from Indonesia, from South Africa. So indeed, such collaborations, such engagements, they also show us that indeed around the world, the principles that are steering the development and operations of businesses are similar. So thank you so much, Dr. Alvianto. Thank you so much, colleagues, for taking your time. I thank you all. And we are free to...
Thank you, Dr. Alvianto.
Thank you everyone. Thank you,
STEKOM.
Mr. Mekiani.
Yes,
thank
you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Diati.
Yeah, I wait the next invitation.
Okay. We'll definitely communicate it. Thank you so much.
For this year or next year?
Diati, Dr. Nkono asked that for this year or next year.
Maybe next year. I don't know.
Hidayati.
We'll invite you next year.
Yeah.
No, thank you so much, colleagues. We are free to
keep well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I leave.
Thank you.